Do you remember this dude that was beating up women in the Paris Olympics? Well, he just announced he's going pro in women's boxing, so he can beat up women professionally. The big controversy around Imane Khelif is that he has XY chromosomes. He is biologically male. Now, Imane is not specifically transgender. He has what's known as DSD, difference in sexual development. Some people with DSD are raised as female, but may have sex chromosomes other than XX or elevated testosterone levels. They may also have female reproductive structures. Dr. Emma Hilton, a developmental biologist who studies genetic disorders, said, "In most people with DSD who have XY chromosomes, the SRY make male gene is present. These people usually have testicles which are often inside the body. When they hit puberty, they start producing testosterone, which is what underpins male advantage in sports." The most famous example is Caster Semenya, a double Olympic gold medalist and 3-time world champion over 800 meters. So how is this biological male allowed to compete at such a high level in women's boxing, Olympics and professionally? Well, the Olympic Committee copped out and left all Olympic qualification procedures to the international organizations. In the case of boxing, the IBA. The IBA had previously disqualified Khelif from an international competition due to raised testosterone levels and other undisclosed testing. During and after the Olympic Games, there was a raging debate whether Khelif was in fact a male or simply a female displaying male characteristics. The right was quick to call him out as transgender, and the left was quick to call out the right as transphobic. But in reality, this is one of those very rare cases when you have someone with XY chromosomes, but they do not have the sexual organs to match. The big question becomes, do we let people with DSD compete on a professional level, especially in a combat sport like boxing? In a non-contact game like pool or golf, I don't have much of an opinion. But when the entire sport is predicated on punching someone in the face until they can no longer continue, I think it's important to make this distinction. Olympic champion is looking for new sporting challenges, aka more women to be in 46 seconds and leave them crying in the middle of the ring. Algerian boxer Imane Khelif is looking towards new challenges just a few months after winning the gold medal in the welterweight division at the Paris Olympic Games. Khelif was under the spotlight even before the competition began, as the International Boxing Association had previously deemed her ineligible to compete in last year's World Championship after failing the organization's gender eligibility tests. No specific study was ever presented, and the IOC allowed her to participate. However, some national teams familiar with her case expressed disagreement with the decision. The controversy escalated when Italian boxer Angela Carini walked out of her first-round match against Khelif after just 46 seconds. Carini refused to shake hands with Khelif, claiming it was an unfair competition due to her rival's alleged physical advantage. Khelif has announced, "I will soon be entering the world of professional boxing. I have many offers. At the moment, I haven't decided where I will go pro, but I will take that step very soon." The current top competitor in her category is American boxer Jessica McCaskill, a prominent figure in women's boxing, who now stands as a potential future victim rival for Khelif as she embarks on her professional career. This is just something we don't see very often. It would be very difficult to create a separate category just for people with DSD because there are so very few of them. It's worth noting that Khelif chose women's boxing as opposed to men's boxing because it was obviously the easier of the two. What do you think about Imane Khelif entering the world of women's pro boxing? Domestic violence? Or fair competition? Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to Conservative Vibes, and I'll see you next time.